Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our virtual rhythm circle. I'm Karina Eggleston, Associate State Director for Communications at AARP Michigan. We're excited to have you here with us today as we celebrate the season and explore the power of rhythm to boost our well-being. As we get started, please take a moment to share where you're tuning in from in the chat. It's always wonderful to see how music and community connect us from across distances. December is a time of reflection, connection, and celebration, and sometimes brings a fair share of stress. Today, we'll discover how rhythm and music can be a grounding force, offering joy, relaxation, and even a little inspiration as we close out the year. Did you know that engaging with music can help reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance memory? The holidays are a perfect time to celebrate these benefits. Whether you're playing your favorite festive tunes, singing along with loved ones, or dancing in the kitchen, music creates memories and lifts spirits. As we prepare for our rhythm circle with the amazing Kevin Bujo Jones, let's think about ways we can make music a part of our holiday wellness routine. First, let's bring music into your holiday traditions. Whether it's caroling, playing an instrument, or just letting music play in the background, it sets a joyful tone for gatherings and quiet moments alike. Let's use music to distress. Create a playlist of calming songs and music for moments when you need to reset. And better yet, join a rhythm circle like this one to connect with others through sound and music. And finally, explore music as self-expression. Whether you're writing a holiday song, trying a new instrument, or just humming along to your favorite tune, creating music is a powerful way to lift your mood and find your center. Before we jump into the rhythm circle, I'd like to highlight an upcoming event, the 7-Day Smartphone Challenge. This free virtual challenge is packed with tips and tricks to help you make the most of your smartphone, including a lesson on music apps. I'll share a link shortly in the chat for more details and to sign up. Now, without further ado, I'm thrilled to introduce Kevin Bujo Jones, master percussionist, who will guide us through our rhythm circle. Over to you, Bujo.
Good morning. This is my lovely wife, Martine, coming to you from snowy and cold West Michigan. Today, we are going to challenge you to learn a couple of rhythms. Today we have our drums, which are called djembe drums. Now, if you don't have a drum with you in your home, you can use other things to keep time, to keep rhythm. You can get a container, maybe a coffee container. We always love to use our Coffee Mate container,
the big one,
the big Coffee Mate container, or some kind of plastic container of some sort, or even just get a table or like a TV tray, those wooden TV trays, to mimic some of the patterns that we're going to be exploring. Today we have what we call our, like I do every session, our djembe drums. Djembe. My wife Martine has one as well. See, so these are my favorite little babies that I like to break out when there's something important, like a rhythm circle for AARP Michigan. So without further ado, let's get started. What I'd like to do today is to review the sounds of the djembe or the hand drum. And then we're going to teach some basic djembe patterns that you can use in a lot of different circles, a lot of different situations. So without further ado, let's get to it. So there's 3 basic sounds from the djembe or the conga or any other hand drum, a shiko, these type of drums. It should be noted that these drums come from certain traditions, and those traditions are, from the djembe is from the Mande people, or the Manding, some people say Malinke um, family, and the Bambara from Mali and Guinea. So that's what these drums come from. So I'm going to show you some basic patterns. But first, let's go over the 3 basic sounds. The first sound that you want to make is a tone sound. Now I'll go over this. Some of you might be returning and may find this a little boring, but it's important to learn how to produce a good sound out of your drum. The first sound is a tone sound, tone. And it's simply, you produce this sound simply by holding your hand straight and flat on the drum, like so. I don't know if you could see this, like so. And just coming down, and when you you strike the drum, come right back up, like this. You want to try it? Mm-hmm. Try your other hand. Very good. So that's called a tone sound, tone. The next sound we're going to explore is a bass sound. We call it a bass sound because it's a low sound. And it's particularly low on these type of drums called djembes, okay? So the bass sound, you make the bass sound by holding your hand flat, and striking with your palm and all your fingers, like so. Try your other hand, and make sure that you don't leave your hand on the head of the drum. Very good. Okay, so that's what we call a bass sound. So we have tone and bass. Those are 2 of the 3 basic sounds. The last sound is a slap sound. Back in the old days, we used to call it a pop. Some people used to call it a pop. A pop.
Skibbity pat.
Yeah, skibbity pat. So slap sound this is a little bit more difficult to produce the sound, but basically what you want to do is when you come down, you're going to hit the drum here at the top of the palm of your hand, right on the rim, right here on top, and then letting your fingertips come down like so, right? So you're coming down and spread your fingers out a little bit wider than you would do a tone. Like a tone, your fingers a little bit more together. Slap, they're a little bit more spread out. And it's very important to relax your hand. So it's like a slap, like if you were shooting a basketball, like a jumper, like that, right? So, like so. So try it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Good. Woo. Get it. Now, I just wanted to say that my wife, Martine, is not a professional drummer. She only drums when we do these AARP rhythm circles. She doesn't like to mess up her pretty little hands. So So let's try your other hand, your left hand, or your whichever, your opposite hand. So you just want to come down again. You want to come down. You want this part of your hand to hit, and then your fingertips. So all of your focus of your energy is in your fingertips. Ooh, that wasn't good. There you go. Mm-hmm. And also remember, when you strike the drum, you want to immediately come off the head of the drum, like so. Right? Okay? All right. So now we have tone, bass, slap. Right? Okay. Good. Now let's get to it. We're going to go over some basic djembe rhythm patterns that are present in a host of several different rhythms, traditional djembe orchestra rhythms. So just a disclaimer, you will see, when you see what we call a djembe orchestra, you will see normally some djembe players, maybe 2, 3, 4, even 5 or 6 djembe players, along with these other kind of drums called doon. I have one here, a small one, which is part of the djembe family, called a doon. This is a kenkeni, the smallest of the doon family. Right? So these patterns are shaped by the doon family. Kenkeni, sangban, and of course the doon, which is the largest one. Anyway, so let's do a simple one. So yeah, let's do a simple one. This rhythm is only 3 notes. Okay, so we're going to play with, if you're right-handed, start with your right hand. If you're left-handed, start with your left hand. So you're going to play slap. Then with the same hand, play a tone. Then with your left hand, you're going to play a slap. Right. So also, as a reminder, I know a lot of you are returning to our rhythm circle. You want to keep your hands in a ready position, which is right here, like so. Okay? I like to do like the little triangle. I don't know if you could see this, like this, pyramid, triangle, right? Okay? So we want to do slap, tone, slap. You want to try? Correct. Slap, tone, slap. Mm-hmm. Slap, tone, slap. Slap, tone, slap. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Slap, tone, slap. It's okay. Slap, tone, slap. what the pulse is. Okay. Okay. No. Well, we're gonna talk about that. So each rhythm has what we call a signal, or a break, or a call. Just like when you're driving, you have a traffic signal that tells you to green for go, yellow to slow down, red for stop. So this is a signal to change, to start, to stop, and particularly these are important when you're playing for dancers. Now, in the African diaspora tradition, you have many calls, many breaks, but it's always involving the dance. Okay? This music is not just about drumming, it's also about the dance too. So the rhythm I just showed you, a lot of it, sometimes it's referred to as pam to pam, pam to pam, pam to pam, pam to pam. And it goes with many rhythms like Mandiani, Dunumba, Ahoso, Soli, lot of different rhythms. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to play an alternate rhythm while my wife, Martine, will play pan to pan. Okay? All right? So the first thing we want to do is to learn the break. This is a common break for rhythms in this kind of time signature, which is 12/8 or 6/8 or 1 2 3 2 2 3 1 2 3 2 2 3 1 2 3 2 2 3 1 2 3 2 2 3 right? That's the feel. Right? So we're going to play. So repeat after me. You can just play, you don't have to play. This is what we call a flam. But you don't have to play that. You could just play. So repeat after me. 3. Good. Nice. Right? So you can start like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. Okay? So let's start with the signal or break. This time I'll count it in. Normally we don't count. We're gonna go like 1, 2, 3, 4, like like you do, like clicking your sticks together in a rock and roll band or something like that. Hey, that 2, 3, 4, and then hit. No. In African diaspora music, we start with the break, which informs you of the tempo and informs you of what kind of rhythm you're going to be playing. Okay? All right. Everybody say yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, break. messed up. Sorry about that. It's a little early for me. I need more coffee. Anyway, so you get how it sounds and you see how these rhythms interact with each other, right? You see how they interact. It's like almost like a call and response. So So play it again. So oh, we have a question. A question from Alexandra. How did the djembe drums originate? Okay, so the djembe drum has a really, really long history, originating in the Mali Empire. Some think about 800 years ago. Yeah. So the first djembe didn't look like this. And interesting story. It is believed that that it originated from like a mortar and pestle. You know, when they're grinding food,
Herbs.
Well, I don't know about herbs, but you know, like cassava,
Yeah.
something, you know, something like that. And they do this in rhythm, by the way. You know, you have several people with, you know, the mortar and pestle, and all of a sudden, at one point, it broke through, and they utilized it as a drum instead of a mortar and pestle. So it was created by women. Yes. So, and it evolved. Originally, they used an animal skin to cover it, and they didn't have rope, so they used, you know,
Vines.
no, not vines.
Oh no.
I don't know, other parts of the animal to string it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, like ligaments and things of that nature. Anyway, some were pegged, like the skin was looped around and pegged, and to tune it, they would peg it, and they still have those type of drums today. But this system of roping actually started in the United States by a man named Chief Hawthorne Bay, Chief James Hawthorne Bay. He took the system from the ashiko drum and modified it to suit the djembe, and then it became more like this. So they had access to metal and rope, and as things evolved more and more, the drums became more and more technically superior. Okay, so anyway, so that's the first rhythm that I want to show you today, was pan to pan. So, right? So, the next rhythm is 4 strokes long, right? It's a common rhythm for djembe, okay? So you can find this rhythm in kuku and a lot of other rhythms that, traditional rhythms that you will, that are out of the Mande and Bambara people, and even the Guro, and, you know, a lot of people from that area. So very simple rhythm. If your dominant hand is right, then start with your right. If your dominant hand is left, start with your left hand. So if you're left-handed, just play opposite what we're doing here, okay? So we're gonna start with our right hand. And I think we've done this rhythm before for those of you that are returning to us. So we're gonna start with a slap, right, with your right hand. So everybody play a slap with their right hand. There you go. Wow. Pretty amazing. So slap with your right hand and then bass with your left hand. So we're going to play slap, bass. Good. Good. Right, very good. So that's 2 strokes. So the next 2 strokes are 2 tones. Right, okay? So we're gonna play slap, bass, tone, tone. All right? So repeat after me. Slap, bass, tone, tone. Slap, bass, tone, tone. Bass, slap, bass. Good. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay. So what was that? It's another signal, another break, signal, break, call. So let's learn the signal. Okay? You ready? Okay. So again, I started with the flam, so you don't have to play the flam. So flim flam. Tone, 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 tone. And. Good. So just to be clear, that's one break, but the real traditional break would sound like this. But we don't have to learn that today. I'm trying to keep everything a little simple. Okay, let's try it together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So now, just a little more information. This pattern. So if you're counting like this, we start on the upbeat. It's like what we call in music a pickup. 1. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. The break at the end, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, break. Okay, very good. So let's start it out with the break. All right? Go, 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 go. Slap bass. Don't, da, boom, gigging, da, boom, gigging, da, boom, gigging. Okay, ready? 1. Okay, break first. 1, 2, ready. Play and slap. Keep playing, and I'm going to play Excellent. How's everybody doing out there? Any comments? Are you guys getting it? Am I going too fast? I know I'm going too fast. But I wanted you guys to feel how that rhythm, you know, how that rhythm flows. It's got a groove. It's got a groove. It's got to have a feeling, because like I said before, this music is dance music, right? Okay. Oh, Shelly says she's having fun. Great. Finally got the break. Okay. Finally got the break. All right, Gene. Okay. Good. Okay. We have one more rhythm. Okay. This one is 5 strokes, right? So we did a rhythm with 3 strokes. This one. Then we did this one. 4 strokes. 1, 2, right? Now this one is 5 strokes. This one is a little bit more difficult because you have to repeat on one hand, because obviously it's 5 strokes as an odd number, right? So the rhythm that was 3 strokes, we repeated on the right hand or your dominant hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? On the one that was an even number of strokes, we played slap, bass, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Or left, right, right. So depending on what's your dominant hand. Okay. So this one is a little bit more, little bit more difficult. It's easy, but it's a little more difficult because you got to repeat the right hand once. Okay. So we're going to start out this rhythm with 3 slaps. Now, I know a lot of you are not, or most of you probably not professional drummers, hand drummers, African diaspora drumming. So it might be difficult for you to play a slap right now, but don't worry. Just keep playing and keep practicing your slap, your tones, your basses, even if you're playing on a table, or whatever, whatever surface, Sometimes when I'm cooking, I'm on the counter, playing and stuff. So drives my wife a little crazy, especially when she's trying to focus on something else. Anyway, she loves me.
Yes, I do.
She loves me. Okay, so this one is going to start out with 3 slaps. So we're going to play slap with the right hand, slap with the left hand, and then slap with the right hand again. Okay? So we're going to play. Right? Okay, let's play it again. Right, left, right. Slap, slap, slap. Again, don't worry if you can't produce that same kind of sound. Just get the pattern first and then it'll come. I promise you. Just keep playing it. Okay? So repeat after me. Slap, slap, slap. Uh-huh. Slap, slap, slap. Slap, slap, slap. Slap, slap, slap. Okay, now we're going to do the last 2. So you ended up right, left, right, and then you're going to repeat on your right hand. Tone, tone. right, left. So you're going to play right, left, right, right, left. Again, right, left, right, right, left. Okay? Slap, 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 tone, tone. Okay? Repeat after me. So when you play a slap, don't go up here.
Yeah.
Just keep your hands with that.
I went up too far.
Yeah. So here we go. Okay. So slap, slap, slap. Tone, tone. Yes. Right, left, right, right, left. Good. Left, right, right, right.
I shouldn't look at your hands.
Huh?
I shouldn't look at your hands.
Look at yours.
Yeah, I need to look at my own.
Right, left, right, right, right. Good. Good. 1, 2, 3, and so the breaker, the signal, we're going to use that one for now. There's several different signals for different rhythms, okay? So first of all, we'll come back to this, and I just want to answer some questions that have come up. So the first one is from Colleen. Are there any exercises to increase hand speed? There are several exercises. So one of them is that you could do this. Take your etc. I don't want to go through the whole thing because we only have a few minutes left. All right, so Colleen, you can also do this. Hold your hands out and bring them up, 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 up. I'm saying up because when you play djembe, unlike, say, a conga drum, your hands, a lot of times on congas, your hand doesn't leave, a lot of times doesn't leave the head of the drum. I mean, it does, but sometimes it doesn't. But djembe is all off the drum. Up, 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 up. Like so. Okay? So doing this exercise helps with that. But the best way to do is just to take the 3 basic sounds and just work on them. You can also just practice a roll. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to address it real quick because we have like, I think 6, 7, 8 minutes left. I'm not sure. I can't see. Anyway, 10 minutes to go. Okay, cool. All right. What's the best type of drum for a beginner? That question is from Bob. Oh, Bob Jones, too. Are you a relative, man? So it depends upon your body type, how big you are. This is a rather large drum. The surfaces, and I don't know how many inches. I forgot to measure it, but maybe 14 inches wide. So it depends on the size of your hand. So normally, this would be for an adult who has medium-sized hands. This would be a good drum for you. But I've taught some people that have like really, really big, large hands. You would have to get a bigger drum, right? A little bit wider circumference, you know. Anyway. However, any drum, if you're a beginner, any drum is better than no drum. So you could check out places like Guitar Center or go online and go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist.
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
I've seen them on
You
there.
can go to a pawn shop. But there are places that sell djembes. I wouldn't, if you're a beginner, I wouldn't pay more than $150 to $200 for a drum for a beginner. You just have to find the right size for you. So if, for example, here's a drum that I bring with me when I do drum circles or teach. This is a smaller drum. This drum is maybe 9 inches in diameter. So it sits way low on the floor. So I really can't, I'd have to hold it between my legs like so, you know.
Got a big sound.
So this is a really small drum. If you're small, if you're, you know, it's better than no drum at all. So this would be like a size for preteen to, you know, a tween, whatever, you know, for a child. This would be a good size. They have authentic drums. There's lots of djembes that are available. But I would go to Guitar Center, search online, find something that's within your price range, and go from there. There are companies like LP and Pearl and Meinl and Gombop. They make djembes, and you don't have to learn how to tune them, rope tune them. A lot of them come with, you can tune them by wrench. Remo has a lot of products. I prefer an authentic djembe. But yeah, so you kind of have to search online. I don't know. I don't know you, so I don't know what your price range is. Sometimes you'll find some drums that are, I don't know, they're fairly cheap. Sometimes I've found drums on Craigslist for like, or Marketplace for like $70, $60 sometimes. So I do have a friend of mine that sells like, sells like moderately priced djembes. I can probably share her information. So anyway, so I want to get back to the rhythm. This last rhythm question from Nancy: Are these classes monthly? We'd like for them to be monthly, and what we'll do is for the new year we'll post the classes, whether they're monthly or every other month. I don't know. So we'll figure it out. Okay. So we just haven't scheduled for 2025 yet. So different hand, and the last question real quick, different hand position between the slap and the tone. So tone is here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. So tone is here, and you want to make sure your hand is somewhat flat. Your knuckles should line up a little bit off for djembe, a little bit off of the drum. Slap is the same position, except you're keeping your fingers open. And you're hitting here, the wooden part, the edge of the drum. You're letting your fingertips almost like a whip, or like you're shooting a basketball. Okay, so let's get back to the rhythm real quick, because we have like 5 minutes left. Okay, maybe not even. Yeah, 5 minutes to go. Okay, so again, right, 3 slaps first, and then 2 tones. Right, left, right, right, left. So the last one?
Yeah. I'm going double on one hand.
Huh?
I'm going double on one hand.
Yeah, don't. Well, you double up here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, left, right, right, left. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Good. All right. So I'd like to close by saying thank you to all of you for tuning in. to AARP Michigan. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife, Martine, for joining me for every session. It makes it, by her being here, it makes it really, really more comfortable so you can see someone that's learning along with you, right? There are many, many aspects of African diaspora drumming. And I use that word to sort of include the conga drums. There's lots and lots of different types of drums. I'm using djembes today because that's what I was feeling, you know. I wanted to actually show you before we leave. There's so many different types of drums. Here's one drum that I use. It's called a cajon conga. So you get, it's made out of wood, right? So you got, it's really, really interesting drum that was made by a guy here that lives in West Michigan called Jaron. His name is Jaron Young. And yeah, he made these. And I did just think these are super cool. It kind of sounds like a conga, but it also sounds like a cajon, wooden, which is traditionally a wooden drum. I use these a lot in different situations. So there's many, many different types of drums. We're actually, right now, we're surrounded by drums in our home, in the dining room, like, you know, 6 or 7 djembes, dudes, ngoma, yeah, congas, and in and out of the house, you know, because I'm a professional musician. So there's one last question. Do drums need to be tuned like a piano, for example? How do you know when it's out of tune? So it depends on the situation, right? So there are, for each drum culture has a different,
Pitch, sound.
yeah, has different sounds, different pitches. It's better off if when you're playing with more than 1 or 2 drummers, that they have different pitches. So there's no such thing as being out of tune necessarily, unless you have you're doing a specific type of rhythm or whatever. Okay, that's a question that's really has a long, long answer, and we're really out of time right now. I could probably answer you more online to give you more specifics. Okay, so I'd like to thank Karina for hosting us for this last session of 2024. I'm wishing all of you that have tuned in really joy, peace, love, and blessings to you and your family. I'm wishing you health for the new year and prosperity. And my hope is that you will keep drumming. You don't have to become a professional, but just keep drumming for your health, for the joy. Okay? All right. So, Ashe, thank you. Many blessings. Have a great holiday season and new year. And we'll see you
in the new year.
In the new year. Okay. Thank you so much.